Right then everybody, good evening and welcome to today's stream. We are live here for round 3 of WRC in Jeddah for a short qualifying followed up by a 36 lap race. My name's Drew and I'll be your commentator for this evening. Hopefully it will be a good one tonight. 12 drivers will be joining us today, including the championship leader of Billy Mewis in the Red Bull. He leads by 21 points from the two silver arrows of Matt Connor and Sabre Phoenix, who is not in attendance today, but they are both tied on 30 points. However, it is still early days in the championship, so there will be points to come. There's 6 rounds left, including today in Saudi Arabia. And for the constructors, it is very much a Red Bull versus Mercedes battle at the minute. Red Bull in the lead by 11 points to Mercedes. Jeddah can provide pretty decent races, especially with the likelihood of a safety car, which could come into play later in the race. For now though, we are on board with Ferrari 4 Life, and he is about to start a lap, coming up to the final corner now. We will stay on board with him for his lap then, as he tries to get the power down, and it's pedal to the metal here in Saudi Arabia. DRS activated, up to 8th gear, and now we need to nail this braking zone in turn 1. 85% battery. Down to 3rd, 2nd actually. Good traction, decent first few turns for Ferrari 4 Life. Has to be careful not to clip the inside wall here. Now he has to be nice and smooth through these sections of turns. Don't get beach there. Good exit over the curb and straight on the power again. It's looking like a pretty decent first sector. Get this banking back on the power again. There is a caution in sector 3. Got nothing to be worried about at the minute. It's looking like a very decent lap then so far for Ferrari 4 Life. Hello everyone, sorry for that, we did have some technical difficulties but we are back now. I did not realise that, is my apologies. But Ferrari 4 Life then with the fastest first lap so far with a 1:27.3. Billy Mewis currently behind by about 3/10, followed by Matt Connor, the other Red Bull of Simon, Darryl and then Tommy Ladd. I do apologise if I get anyone's names wrong today. It is my first commentary, so I'm just beginning new to all this, but there's another caution. Probably nothing to worry about. F1 Mikey boy then. Ooh, looked a bit wide there. However, doesn't seem to be on a lap. Nobody else. Tyler Adams is on a lap now. Ooh, maybe not. Two RBs on out laps now. Drivers need to focus though, as there's not much margin for error around this track, especially with the walls always lurking. But yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties at the start everyone. Now I wanted to start the first stream, but we're back. Alright, power down then for Ollie. DRS activated as he heads down to turn 1 to start his first lap. Needs to nail this braking zone. Good traction. Needs to be careful not to clip the inside wall here. Looked a bit slow in, but it's alright. Trying not to get beats on this curb. And tried to stay nice, not too, whoa, and he spun. That's into the wall. That is into the wall for Ollie. That will not be doing him any good for confidence though, will it? So, anyway, we will look to the other RB. Ollie will be coming into pit, new set of tyres, and will look to go again. Anyway, is I think that's your name, mate. Just let me know in the chat if I am wrong. Here he goes then as he starts his lap. Left, right, very tight corner that, but again, looked good. Power down. Looked a bit wide there, but he kept it inside the white lines. Not going near that curve as he does not want to get beached. It's a very safe lap so far at the minute, but better safe than sorry. You can go wide around that corner than you think, as the banking will help you. Power down. It's a very fast lap round here. 80% of the lap is full throttle, so the drivers do have to be smart about their battery usage. Close to the walls, trying to gain as much time as possible. Again in the white lines, all nice. Coming down to the final corner then. They want to nail this. Ooh, that looked a bit wide to me, but he's going to complete his lap. DRS. To the line he goes. P8 it is. The Haas of Tyler Adams is going out for a lap. So at the top, still Ferrari for life, followed by Billy Mewis, the champion holder, or leader should I say. Then the two McLarens, followed by Matt Connor, currently tied for second in the championship. Darrell, the sideman of Red Bull, Azure, Fozzie, a giant stick, Tom Olad, Keaton, Tyler Adams, who's currently going out for his lap now. He gets very close to that wall. All this traffic. Ooh. Looked like there was a McLaren in his way there, so that would not have helped him. A lot of people coming out for their out lap now, and there is a few more also in the pits. Eight minutes left to qualifying. Time for people to come out and do a few more runs before the last runs. People will have time to do about 2 more runs so far. But that last lap will be very important, as they will just be going full pedal to the metal, as there's no more margin forever. Is there anybody on the lap right now? Not that I can see. Do let me know if there is. There's a lot of static on my mic at the minute. Okay. Alright. I will see if I can fix that for you. That could be better, but let me know if it isn't. Here we have then Ollie going for his lap again after his spin. Used a lot of battery on that first straight. Left, right, needs a good exit. A few others on outlaps as well. This sector is where you can gain and lose so much time on this lap, so it is critical. That looks like a good set of corners to me. Billy Mewis with a 1:27.271 goes fastest. That is why he's at the top, ladies and gentlemen. That is why. He comes around these set of corners then. Nicely done. Power down, use all that battery he's got. F1 Mikey Boy, ooh, a bit wriggly on the rear, but he keeps it. Coming down to the last corner now, using all that battery that he's got left. Brakes. Nice and tight to the wall. Gets the power down. All the battery. DRS activated. What will it be up to the line? P9. One position ahead of his teammate. So definitely time to find for Ollie. As we will go to F1 Mikey Boy now on a lap. Ooh, that was very close to beaching. But that is what you've got to do around here. You've got to get close to the walls and you've got to push for that time. Again, takes this banking nice and deep. As we have Mawashi retiring from the session. F1 Mikey Boy tries to get that in, nice on the curb, don't spin the rears. Power down, DRS activated. Very nicely on the curb, not too wide, not too close. Coming up to the final corner then. Not much you can do from this lap now on, as long as you get a good final corner. All the lap time is gained and lost mostly in the first and second sector. DRS activated up to the line. What will it be? Improves to fourth. Improves to fourth. So we have Daryl on an outlap as well. Two Hasses not yet set a time. So we have Billy Mewis in P1, Ferrari for Life P2, Mawashi P3 retired, F1 Mikey Boy 4th, Andy J Price 5th, Matt Connor 6th, Daryl 7th, Sideman 8th, Ollie 9th, Ajor 10th, Fozzie 11th, The Giant Stick 12th, Keaton 13th, Tomo Ladd 14th, and then the two Hasses of Tyler Adams and MCL 85 down in 15th and 16th. It's not a full grid today, but 16 people is not too bad really. You can provide pretty decent racing action with 16 people. Oh, that was close to the wall, even though it was on an outlap. Who's in the pits then? Top two. The other McLaren of Andy J Price has just come out for an outlap. We have Darryl on a lap, I believe. Haas gets out of the way nicely from there. You can overtake around here, so it's not all down to qualifying like a normal street track, but it's not the easiest to overtake. Your main ones probably are going to be the first few turns, and probably that last DRS section heading onto the last corner. That will be your best opportunities around here probably. You can't really overtake in the middle sector unless somebody else in front of you goes wide. So it is an important qualifying, but it's not one on qualifying anyway, is it? Down to 8% then. There is a caution. Sector 1, I believe. Anyway, we're focused on Darrell at the minute, and as he's coming up to the line, DRS activated, close to that white line as he can get without invalidating, and it's up to 5th. Again, pretty good, but it's obviously not the best. So it will look to improve if he can make it round, but I don't believe yeah, he could, but it's whether he's got the fuel, the tyres, gets out of the way for the Red Bull on an out lap. Let's go down to Fozzy, the other kick saber. That final turn. Ooh! That's a spin on the rears. He will not have time to start another lap then. That is it for Fozzy in a P11. Ferrari with giant stick coming around the final corner, looking to improve. Currently sat in P12. Got a Red Bull behind him of... that was the Red Bull offside. We haven't really looked at Simon much, so we'll stay on board with him for this lap, the last few minutes. Looking to try and get a bit higher to help his teammate out in the constructors, Billy Mewis. However, as I say, the other Mercedes is not here, so this is a big opportunity for the Red Bulls to try and gain some even more points, especially with Matt Connor only P7 at the minute and Billy Mewis P1. Takes that banking nicely. There's no room for error now. They've got to give it everything they've got. Turn right, turn left. Close to the walls, power down. So 12th Fozzy, 13th Giant Stick, 14th Keaton and 15th Tom Allard have all finished now and will stay there unless MCO 85 can improve. We have Sidemen about to cross the line then. For his final lap of today's session in qualifying. Where will he place himself on the grid? P7 goes ahead of the Mercedes. That is what he wants. However, ooh, a little tap to the wall there, but he is in for his in lap. Darrell will pick up a distant tow here from the Red Bull. Where would he put himself? Stays P5. For a life, stays second. So it looks like it's wrapped up then. That is the end of qualifying then, I believe, unless there is anyone on the lap, but I don't believe there is. No, that's it then. Disqualified from the session, that does not matter though anymore. There we have it then, ladies and gents, that is your qualifying wrapped up. Obviously it didn't start great, we had a technical difficulty. First commentary getting used to the camera work, but still the race to come. So there you have it. Billy Mewis in first, was not touched. He was close by Ferrari for Life, 10th and a bit behind, but there you have it. Billy Mewis P1, Ferrari for Life P2, F1 Mikey Boy P3, Mawashi P4, Darrell P5, Andy J Price P6. Sidemen, the other Red Bull P7, ahead of Ollie in P8, Matt Connor in P9, Adjure in P10, Fozzy in P11. that rounds up your top 10, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back for the Grand Prix very soon. Welcome back then, everyone. We are here at Jeddah. Billy Mewis leading the formation lap. It is going to be a one stop, I think, for most of the drivers today. Medium to hard or hard to medium. Tyre wear isn't too bad round here as long as you aren't too mean on the tyres. But I don't imagine we'll be seeing the softs very much unless there's a possible late safety car. Let's actually have a look at what tyres we are on. Yeah, as I thought, most of the grid on mediums, apart from Adura in P10 and MCL in P12. Yeah, there you go. Two stop is possible, but the one stop will be favoured here, I would imagine. I also believe it will be a dry race today from start to finish, as you never really have much rain around here. And I'm sure the drivers will be glad about that, as I don't think many would have practiced for wet around here. Obviously the drivers must be careful on the first few turns though. It is tight and you don't want your race finished before it even starts. Anyway, as Billy Muir slows up the pack, coming around the final corner, getting the tyres into a working window. Ferrari for life though, not exactly leading up to the back of Billy Muir at the minute. He is taking his time as they all weave, looking to get the right position in the grid starts, not over jump, as they want every bit of time they can gain on that start, even if it's distance or start. Here we are then, as Billy Mewis lines up into his grid slot, followed by Ferrari for Life, F1 Mikey Boy, Moashi, Darryl, your top five. The house of Tyler Adams finally lines up on the grid now. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, for 36 laps. We have 3, 4, 5 red lights. And they were held for quite long, and it's away we go. Billy Mewis gets a pretty nice start, followed by Ferrari for Life, looking to go up the inside maybe. Oh no, as he's touched in the rear by F1 Mikey Boy, who gains a position on him. Ooh, these two will be close. Ooh, he's pushed wide by the McLaren. I'm sure Ferrari for Life will not be having that. And now he's got Mawashi, his teammate, right up his, well, you know. But anyway, ooh, not a great start for Ferrari for Life though, even though it's only down to one position. His teammate goes past. Oh, maybe not. Anyway, it's Billy Mewis, almost a second clear of F1 Mikey Boy, who's made a position at the start. The Williams continue to fight and continue to lose time to the top two. We have Darrell behind, Andy J. Price, and 2 RBs, Sidemen, Fozzie, Giant Stick, Tyler Adams, Matt Connor, who's not had a great start, Keaton and MCL 85. The hard's not working great for MCL 85 then. However though, we will stay on board with these 2 Williams battling it out for 3rd place at the minute. They will have to be careful not to make contact. The race is not won on the first few laps. Billy Mewis then, fastest lap, 1:32.8. He's 1.1 clear now, looking to be pretty fast round here. It's all settled down a bit now. As they start the second lap, they've all spread out a bit. We have Fozzie, currently being pressured by Adjure on the hards. He's made a good start on the hards. MCL was pitted then onto a medium, I believe. Ferrari have a Giant Stick, pressured by Tyler Adams. Will he look to make a move down the inside? Yes. And he will make that move stick. Tyler Adams then up to P11. Oh, and that is the Rebel of Sidemen going a bit wide. Yeah, it's all settled out now, front now. Billy Mewis keeping his distance, keeping F1 Mikey Boy out of DRS. Yeah, I was right then. MCL 85 pitting onto a set of mediums. Was it maybe damage? I'm not quite sure. As we have a Giant Stick and Matt Connor battling it for P12. Goes around there. Oh, that was close, but they managed to come off unscathed. Matt Connor up to P12. Ferrari for life for the fastest lap now. Looking to make a move back on F1 Mikey Boy. They were tussling at the start. F1 Mikey Boy and Ferrari for life. It looked to me as maybe F1 Mikey Boy may have pushed him a little bit wide. But I'm not, don't quote me on that, I wasn't quite sure. Within half a second from Owashi, his teammate behind, we have a yellow flag. Looks like there was a crash between Keaton and Tomo lad. That was in the twisty section, I would imagine. And MCL was straggler at the minute. He'll be looking to go quite long in them hards, maybe open for a safety car. MCL 85. He'll go on to another set of mediums, as he is now used. He's had his mandatory pit stop, but I don't think he'll be able to make it to the end on them mediums, as tyre wear will be high. We have Ferrari for life making a move back on F1 Mikey Boy and looking. Ooh, the rear slides out, but no damage, I don't believe. So then, he tracks on, looking to challenge Billy Mewis to P1. Looking very comfortable out front. F1 Mikey Boy though makes a move back. This battle for P2, ladies and gentlemen, is looking very spicy, and we have Darrell in the kick, gaining close as well with Andy J. Price behind. So close to the walls, as you can see, every corner. A little lift there. Over the white lines, and there is a move battling between Tyler Adams and Matt Connor. Got some good action so far. He decides to. Ooh. No, we're all good. He decides to stay behind, save his race for a bit, save his tyres, doesn't want to get into anything silly. And there is another move at the top between Ferrari for life and F1 Mikey Boy. I think then, ladies and gentlemen, we will stick on this battle for a bit. This one looks spicy. I don't want to miss any action. Mawashi pressuring the McLaren of F1 Mikey Boy. They're just letting Billy Mewis run away with it at the minute though. 2 seconds now, he is ahead. Clear, he'll be able to save his tyres a bit, save a bit of battery. He'll be loving this at the minute. As the F1 Mikey Boy and the McLaren and Ferrari for Life just continue to swap positions every lap. They won't be doing their race no good, but for us as spectators, it is brilliant to watch. Again, this sector of the lap, this few set of corners is very critical. You know, track limits, tyre wear, it's everything really. A 3-second time penalty then for giant stick of the Ferrari. Matt Connor looking to gain more places after he lost quite a few on the start. He had quite a poor start. He'll be looking to drag some points back for the constructors and for his own championship battle. Obviously his teammate is not here today, so as long as he finishes in the points he will be P2 regardless. As Ferrari for Life then, he's coming up and makes a move to the inside and by he goes. Even with all this battling, they're not losing too much time to Billy Mewis. 2 seconds still the gap. Some great action here though. No, he decides to stay behind. And Darrell will be licking his lips at this and looking to maybe try and make a move and get in this battle. For P2 it is. Ferrari for Life is actually gaining a bit on Billy Mewis, which is promising for him. Do let me know in the chat if my stream is all good now. It should be back to normal. Oh, and that's wide. Oh, and that's a 3-second penalty for F1 Mikey Boy. That will not be good for him come the end of the race. However, for now though, he needs to keep his head and he needs to keep in this DRS of Ferrari for Life. There's a move, Matt Connor making another move against Fozzie, or not. Looking punchy Matt Connor is, as he's... Does he come out ahead? No he doesn't, he stays behind. The RB of a duel. And Ollie who's looking to come into this battle. And a 3-second penalty for Matt Connor, maybe pushing that car a bit too hard and going a bit too wide in some places. And that's Billy Mewis in, and F1 Mikey Boy. Maybe there is a few two-stoppers then. It's Ferrari for Life then, who leads this race on lap 7, followed by Mawashi and Darrell. That is your top 3. Yeah, there is quite a few. Well, there's quite a few stops, but when I did my league race, it was an easy 1 stop. Maybe not today. Will we see Ferrari for Life respond, or will he look to stick it long? Oh, and there's the... I like the kick Sauber of Fozzie to me, spun round. Billy Mewis on the hard now, followed by F1 Mikey Boy in P8. He does have some traffic ahead, but I'm sure he'll make a swift move of that. Alright then, let's keep an eye on these two. Obviously, if Ferrari for Life does pit, Mawashi will have to go 1 longer, as they will not want to double stack. Let's see then, will either of them pit? Yep. Yes, it does look like Ferrari for Life will pit then, and Mawashi goes 1 extra. We'll keep an eye on then, See where he comes out. And so does the other McLaren of Andy J. Price pit. Matt Connor continues. Billy Mewis coming down the start-finish straight now. He will be ahead of the Williams of Ferrari for Life, I would imagine. Yeah, quite comfortably. Not too far behind. 1 lap fresh tyres. If he has the pace, he will be able to make that time back. He has to stay focused though. Some good racing action so far, those ladies and gentlemen. Good battles. Kept me talking. Kept me entertained. As that looks like. Was that Matt Connor making a move on F1 Mikey Boy? Or am I completely wrong there? Who knows? Matt Connor, it does look like he has decent pace. Just that 3-second penalty might come to ruin him in the end. He's battling it out. F1 Mikey Boy is ahead. Tomo Lad with a 3-second time penalty. So 3 seconds flying out everywhere. Track limit is a bit of an issue then here for some of the drivers. We have another yellow flag of, I believe, Mawashi stays out then. I believe that was Tomo Lad. Not having the best of races so far. MCL 85 still on their mediums at 8 box for lap 1. Giant stick. Oh, so Tyler Adams. Dior comes in the pit then. So does Sideburn. Andy J. Price keeps going, as of course, as he just pitted. So we have Mawashi, Darrell, Matt Connor, Keaton still out then on them 8-lap old mediums. And that is Tyler Adams then. Looks like he's retired from the session. Possible safety car. That would suit Mawashi very much, and Darrell. It's all spread out a bit now. They're all in their own races, just looking to make time up. Apart from these two again, Ferrari for Life and F1 Mikey Boy, keep battling it. 9 laps constant, these two have been going at it. Constant. Clean racing. Ooh. As I say that, he gets very close to the rear end of the McLaren. But clean racing so far. F1 Mikey Boy will get the DRS and be looking to make a move. And Billy Mewis is there ahead, they can see. Ferrari for Life for the fastest lap, but that doesn't matter as F1 Mikey Boy makes up a move into P4. Net P2. Mawashi then, Darrell. Definitely looking to go one stop, I'd say. Tom Lab with another 3 seconds. And just to remind you all, Tyler Adams did DNF. It's his race over. Ferrari for Life. These two are still battling. Oh, and Simon's got a 3-second as well. If some of these drivers can just manage to keep it within the white lines for the next 15 laps and keep out of penalties, it might just save them a few positions. As Ferrari for Life looks to make a move. Brilliant racing from these two. Absolutely brilliant. Billy Mewis's gap to Ferrari for Life is pretty similar to before the pit stop. 2 seconds still. Mawashi carries on. Does Darrell carry on? No, he decides to box then. He will come out with a lot fresher tyres, looking to gain that time back. As we have F1 Mikey Boy and Ferrari for Life still battling. I'm not really focused much on other people. It's just been very good racing from these two, I must say. Let's have a look. Andy J. Price, Sideman. Darrell pitted. I would imagine more actually will come in this lap or the next, because his tyres will be getting quite worn now, to the point where he will just be losing too much time and he will be too far back. So I thought there would be a lot of one stops, but it seems to be like there is quite a lot of two stops, unless they're all just looking to go very long on the hards, which I will be surprised, but who knows. Any more good battles happening? A bit wide from Fotty there. Keaton, MCL 85, still on the mediums that he pitted on lap 1. Ooh, as I say, that his rears do get a bit slight. His tyres will be a bit worn now as well. Will he come in for a set of hards to the end? Or maybe just try and stick it out as best as he can, hoping for a safety car. And we have Tomo then pitting for a new wing on a set of hards. Will he try and make that last to the end? That might be his best shout. But it is Mawashi into the pits on a set of hards, doing the one stop. We have Ferrari for Life and F1 Mikey Boy still battling it out. And still keeping within 2 seconds of Billy Mewis, so not letting him get out too much. We have Darrell then coming up to the back of Matt Connor. Matt Connor has retired from the session. Matt Connor has retired from the session. Looks like it was in the pit lane from Matt Connor, I believe. Yeah, it was. No safety car still though. It has, oh no, Ferrari for Life coming around the outside, and Oscar Piastri S move. Brilliant racing from these two. No, Matt Connor was not in the pit lane, that's my fault. Oh, Mawashi with the 3 second. Oh. Again, these 3 seconds will not do anybody any good at the end of the race. We have MCL 85 on a set of softs now. That would definitely not go to the end. But so F1 Mikey Boy, Mawashi and Simon all with 3 second penalties. So at the minute then, Billy Mewis pretty comfortable out in front. Looking to maintain that 2 second gap. Keep them out of DRS. And save. Oh, and that's F1 Mikey Boy. Managed to save it somewhat, but Ferrari for Life will be breathing a fresh of air. Sorry. Yeah. Another yellow flag. Tomo Lad DNF. 3 DNFs now. 13 drivers remain in this Grand Prix. Some drivers will be looking for a safety car. It doesn't look like there will be one though. Ferrari for Life has dropped back a bit now to Billy Mewis. Maybe just worn them tyres a bit too much. As Billy Mewis comes into the pit, so does Ferrari for Life. Oh, it seems. Oh, safety car then, ladies and gentlemen. That did not pop up on my screen, but now it does. Yeah. So it's not really gone the way of Mawashi. He's coming to the pits again. Darrow will stay out though, only on 3 lap old hards. So then, at the minute, behind your safety car, we have Darrell in P1, Billy Mewis P2, Ferrari for Life P3, P4 F1 Mikey Boy, P5 Sideman, P6 Mawashi, P7 Andy J Price, P8 Ollie, P9 Ajor, oh no, P9 Fozzie, P10 Ajor. Oh, there's a few movements at the back. A giant stick then in the Ferrari comes out ahead of that little squabble. Ajor, Keaton in P11, Fozzie P12, MCL 85 P13 with 3 retires, 3 DNFs of Tom O'Lad, Matt Collar and Tyler Adams. Not a good day at the office for Mercedes then. It's going the way of Billy Mewis in the standings and Red Bull in the constructors. However though, there is still many laps left. So all the drivers will try and keep the tyres at a nice temperature. Safety car doesn't seem to be coming in this lap. So from P8 to P13 are all catching up to the safety car. This has worked wonderfully for Darrell, although Billy Mewis will have the fresh tyres. Everyone on fresh tyres, mostly hards, apart from Keaton and Darrell. It's been great racing action though so far. Clean racing action as well. Safety car might be in this lap, we'll have to see. Four drivers with 3-second penalties now. As I said, and 3-second penalties will be coming into play later on in the race. So at the minute, if it finished under the safety car, obviously it won't, but if it did, the McLaren of Andy J Price would be bumped all the way up to P4. Will it be safety car in this lap? No, it does not look like it. Yeah, the stream hasn't gone perfectly to plan, everyone. We had a bit of technical difficulties at the start. And I didn't see the safety car come out, which was great, wasn't it? But no, I'm enjoying it so far. I hope my voice isn't too annoying for you all. My first commentary today. But I have always been told this league does provide really good racing action. My good old mate Jack Cross the Comms does commentate on this league on a Tuesday, I believe. And he says it's always great racing action. I know some of you are from that league, I believe. Tuesday session. So yeah, but it's been really good so far. Another lap behind safety car then. 9 laps remain I would imagine most people will be going to the end on these tyres unless there is another safety car. It's all about keeping tyres. Don't let them go too cold under the safety car, or else you will be vulnerable at the safety car restart. So then, Billy Mew is looking in the best position for the rest of this race. Fresher hards. However, though, we do know Ferrari for Life has been quick behind, and now he will be within DRS once the safety car does go in. But with their mediums, he will be more vulnerable to the end of the race. But as I say, no penalty at the minute. So that will do him wonders towards the end of the race. Safety car will be in this lap then, ladies and gents. As Darrell will slow the pack up. When will he go? That is the big question. When will he go? Safety car comes around the final corner now as he heads into the pit lane. He goes now. Billy Mewis though, coming close. He will look to make a move. Outside, inside, he chooses the outside. He decides to stay behind though. Everyone keeping it clean so far. Keaton and Fozzie battling it out at the back. Ferrari for Life looking to make a move on the outside with the... And he does. He does. Not the easiest place to overtake. Oh, and Billy Mewis goes off wild. So does F1 Mikey Boy, who followed him. And again, oh, and that is another 3 second for F1 Mikey Boy, I believe. That's I've seen that wrong. Ferrari for Life makes that move up to P1. Keeping his tyres obviously warm up, but he will be more vulnerable towards the end of the race on the mediums. So Ferrari for Life leads the way. Darrell, who lost P1. Billy Mewis also lost his position. F1 Mikey Boy, P4 with a few penalties now. Ooh, and that is a tap to the wall from Mawashi, who's being pressured by the Red Bull offside man, who is looking to get a bit higher up that grid and looking to make a charge in the championship, hopefully. All neat on the restart so far. Billy Mewis holding off F1 Mikey Boy, but F1 Mikey Boy, this will be tight. He makes the move stick. F1 Mikey Boy up a position and Billy Mewis down 2 from the restart. So not a great safety car restart from Billy Mewis, but he has more to lose than everybody else, being the championship leader. 21 points he is leading before this race. He will still be the championship leader if it stays like this. But obviously he will be looking to get up back onto the podium and hopefully looking to charge for that win after Ferrari for Life. He's shown great pace throughout so far, Ferrari for Life. He has shown great pace. But as I have said, he will be vulnerable on their mediums. So will Marshy and Andy J. Price. So then let's keep an eye on this. Billy Mewis looking to get past F1 Mikey Boy. He decides to stay behind. A little lock up there from Darrell. Oh, and that is F1 Mikey Boy into the wall. Possible wing damage. Ferrari for Life with the fastest lap. 2.3 seconds ahead now. And they are squabbling here. Now, does F1 Mikey Boy have wing damage? It's hard to tell. Another 3 second penalty for Giant Stick. Darren and Billy Muir still going at it. Great racing so far. Little wide there from Darrell. Sideman looks to make a move on the outside of the banking. Can't quite get it done. We have Moroshi joining this fight as well on the mediums. Billy Lewis then, after not a great restart, he will be looking to charge back to P1 and extend his championship lead. As we have Sidemen and Mawashi battling it out. Andy J. Price is now joining the battle. A little twitch there from Andy J. Price. Oh, and he sends it down the inside. Manages to get it stopped. And that's a nice move. Up to P6 for McLaren. We have Billy Mewis then. Again, decides to stay behind. More to lose than everyone around him at the minute. It's still early days in the championship. However, so he just wants the consistent points. With both his main competitors out of the race, one with a DNF and one in no attendance today. So he will be happy with the podium, but he will want more, he will want that win. At the minute, it will be a P2 with the penalties that F1 Mikey Boy does have. We have these four battling it out. Very clean racing then so far this race. I've not seen much contact, if any, at all, which you always like to see. We'll stay on board with this battle then. Darrell looking to hold off the cars behind him. Andy J. Price makes a move up the inside of Moroshi, who goes off track. But Andy J. Price does get the move done. As you have Billy Mewis then looking to move up to P2 as he does. F1 Mikey Boy though with the DRS looking to come back. He will come around the outside and it will be a comfortable move by the time he gets to turn 1. Darrell then with the hardest tyre, the longest laps on his tyres so far on the grid, still managing to hold P4. Sidemen though looking to make a move. At the moment in time, this is great points for Red Bull in the constructors. Oh, and as I say that, Sideman gets another 3-second penalty. So, ooh, tight tap of wheels, you get through it fine. Andy J. Price now in an RB sandwich between Ollie and Ajor. Ferrari for life then, way out in the lead, 3 seconds. Billy Mewis, will he be smart this time around, stay back for the DRS and then make the move into turn 1? He'll have DRS, will he get the move done? No, he does not have enough to get by. However, the other Red Bull might. Down the inside he goes. Another 3 seconds for Mawashi. Oh, the rear end loses a bit, but he managed to keep it. Ooh, and that was never going to work out. The inside there, Sidemen and Darrell do collect each other. I don't think Darrow will be too pleased about that. Now into P10. And that was just frustration, and that is a DNF. That was just pure frustration. That, which, fair enough, but not too pleased. Ferrari for life, still with that 3-second advantage. A virtual safety car then. Will anybody come into the pits? I do not think it will be worth, but who knows. It's a net P2 at the moment for Billy Mewis with F1 Marky Boys penalties. However, it's looking like decent points for the McLarens, even with the penalties of F1 Marky Boy. And Ferrari for life then has dominated the second half of this race. Billy Mewis dominated first, and a 20-second time penalty speeding under the VSC for Fozzie. That will be his race done, I would imagine. Anyway, the VSC is done and we are back to racing speed. Billy Mewis looking to make a move then on F1 Mikey Boy. He could sit behind and take the P2, but he wants this on track. Andy J. Price has made it past Ollie in the RV and is now looking to advance in this race. Not many laps left though, everyone. It has been very good action. Billy Mewis then now decides to sit back, save his battery. He'll try to get the best exit possible here to make a move down into turn 1 and possibly chase Ferrari for life for the last few laps. No, though, he still can't find a way past. Fozzie looking to make a move on Sideman. Norshi has now got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And he's retired from the session, yeah. It was looking promising for Norshi until he got a bit unfairly done by the safety car. Looking to go for the one stop, but that's how it goes around here in Jeddah. Safety cars are always possible. Billy Mewis did make it past F1 Marky Boy then and is dropping back by a considerable margin now. Billy Mewis looking to use the advantage of the hards, the extra tyre advantage. Sideman is mental. Well, I don't want to say anything on that, mate, but you have your opinions. That was a bit of a crazy move down the inside where he went, and then, well, Darrell came back at him in anger. But I'm sure that'll all be sorted out later. Anyway then, as we go on to the last lap, Ferrari for life, 1.8 seconds ahead. No threat at the minute unless he has a considerable amount of time lost in this last lap. I think as long as he keeps it out of the walls, keeps it in the track limits, he should be fine. As Ollie then makes a move, Andy J. Price looking to fight back. Ollie makes the move then. Up into P4 he goes. He does have a penalty though, unfortunately, so this will not count at the minute. It will drop back 2 positions at the minute. A duel with a 3-second penalty. Both the RVs with a penalty now. And Ferrari for life, comfortable in these last few laps then, very comfortable. We've seen he had pace in the first stint, however F1 Marky Boy kept him busy, kept him on his toes, but he weathered the storm, and now he's coming round to take the victory. Billy Mewis with a 3 second. That won't matter though, as F1 Marky Boy is dropped back quite considerably then. As he comes around the final corner then, to cross the line, Fozzie with a 3 second. As he crosses the line, he takes the victory here at the Jeddah Grand Prix to take maximum points and charge for his championship battle. A very, very comfortable win in the end then for Ferrari for Life. Great racing action between two Williams and McLarens at the start. Great racing action all round, to be fair, apart from the little incident with Darrell and Sidemen. But other than that, very clean racing everywhere. Well, great race then. Great action. And Ferrari for Life takes the win. He'll be very pleased with that victory. Billy Mewis takes home a comfortable amount of points. That will help him in his championship. He gains even more on his two competitors in the Mercedes, the Silver Arrows. Not a great day for Silver Arrows. A better one for McLaren though. We'll look to make a charge in that Constructors. Ferrari for Life dominating a lot of these stats. Here we have it then. Your winner, Ferrari for Life, followed by Billy Mewis in second, Andy J. Price in third. F1 Mikey Boy drops down to fourth with his penalties. A Jaw P5, followed by his teammate P6. A Giant Stick P7 makes up a few positions. Sideman P8 after a little head loss, I think, but well, no, it was Darrell with a head loss in the end. But MCL 85 P9, Keaton P10, and that rounds out your top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Well then, it's been a pleasure. My first commentary. We had a bit of difficulties in the start, but we made it. And it's been really fun. Great racing action, very clean. And have a good rest of your night. Thank you very much.